gotta get up right now. Work is waiting on me. They tell me they adore me. Have fixes who reward me.
Hi everyone, it's Kim and Paula Julia Rose, and we're doing our first ever Love and Hip Hop Hollywood after
show.
We'll call it an after show. And we're just gonna touch on some points about the reunion because, as if you've been keeping up, we're at the reunion right now. We'll start with Princess and Ray J.
Yes, you're gonna need some tea because let me tell you, God, what can I say? Princess and Ray J. Honestly, if you look back the whole season, this is how I feel. Looking back at the whole season, Princess and Ray J. And I feel like there was no chemistry. None, people. There was no chemistry between those two until you see at the reunion how they're all hugged up and booed up, as they say.
I feel like I was watching The Taming of the Shrew, you know, the whole Shakespeare thing, and like at the end how she's just like, what can I get for you, master? Do you want my shoes? Because she was like, that was her take on it. She's like, should I say something? I don't want to upset you. And Ray J's like, I just want you to hit her one. Boom, done. Like,
she got out pretty quick.
She was like, okay, baby.
We'll touch on that. We'll touch on that.
We're gonna stick to reunion part one.
Part one. Just the whole thing was kind of off to me. It was really odd. It was nice if they're all in love and together and hooked up and clicking. That was great to see. But I would love to see that through the whole season because it was just dead. It was flat. There was more chemistry for me with TT and Ray J.
Yes.
In those last two episodes.
Yes.
Than there was with Princess and Ray J the whole season.
True. Speaking of Tiara, at the end of Matters of the Heart, the last episode before the reunion, I was like, okay, you know, she got her boy back. Good for you, Tiara. I kind of like Tiara and Ray J.
I do.
And then to come to the reunion and find out that only lasted 2 weeks. I didn't think it would last long, but I was hoping it would.
I was hoping it would. I really, as I was saying, it seemed like there's more chemistry in those last two episodes than I seen with Princess and Ray J. And they were barely on the camera together. They were barely on. There was nothing. Even when they were sitting down and Ray J was going through his thing and he kicked out the cop window and she wanted to chat with him.
You doing all right?
And
all right.
it was just flat.
Like whatever.
I was dead.
Personally, if my man was, you know, locked up, I'd be like, baby, now what you like? I'd be upset.
He wasn't locked up.
It would have been for something completely. It wasn't him basically, and they got the wrong man.
Yes.
That's what that would have been because I don't date criminals.
Yes.
But you know what I'm saying.
It just didn't seem on point. They seemed more on point this reunion show and clicking as a couple than they did the whole season.
I guess it took, you know, Princess seeing that, you know, Tiara's just sitting there waiting for her to decide, you know, I'm gonna act right and, you know, stick with my meal ticket, you know? So
yeah, you said it, I didn't. But touching on that, I do think Tiara really needs to kind of look at it, what it is, and keep it pushing.
I think she needs to let that go because honestly, she deserves better. I think she needs to work on her anger management. I think she needs to go to the same classes that Moniece, you know, this girl goes to, and I think it would do her a world of good because, I mean, I can't imagine what a calm, you know, Tiara would be like.
But she's getting there. I feel like the beginning of the episode, she was, you know, ready to throw down a little bit, but, you know, she was just, I think she's getting there. She's a work in progress.
It's true. But to be fair, it was Princess that spoke up first.
She did set it off first.
Yeah, she was.
And you don't want to set it off for the wrong people.
I don't know why you sent it off in that dress she was wearing, but whatever.
Oh my, can we touch on, just for a minute here, on the looks of the season, of that reunion show? I feel like with all the ladies from Love and Hip Hop, all the franchise, all the ladies are always dressed on point. Their hair is on point. they are on point all together.
Yeah.
And it grieved me. It really grieved me. I don't know who the stylist was, and they should be fired. That dressed Princess, because Princess is a cute girl.
Yeah.
She really is. But the dress did not do her any justice, and you guys know it too. That dress didn't do her no justice at all.
It looked like she was going out to like the club.
At her back club. Her back club.
It just wasn't right for her.
No.
I don't think, and it wasn't right for the occasion. Like,
no, they could have done so much, and I'm not blaming Princess, because I know these people have people dressing them. Whoever dressed Princess, I'm talking to you. It wasn't on point. You see everybody else dressed to kill and impress, and then they go put this dress on Princess.
Yeah.
It was all wrong.
Why?
It was all wrong.
But I have some more people to touch on with their looks for the day, but I'm gonna save that till later.
Okay.
So let's move right along then to Berg.
Oh Lord have mercy. We all want to talk about that. That's a hot topic right there.
Berg. I literally think this man. Like, you know when you have so much to say, you're just like, I can't.
Where do you begin? Where do you begin?
He is a terrible, terrible, terrible person. He's an awful friend. He sounds like a low-down, dirty boyfriend. And, I mean, what he did to Hazel, the quote that I actually wrote it down, the quote that kills me is when he says, I don't want to hurt her feelings. She's already a broken woman. Who the hell broke her? So you know exactly what you were doing to Hazel while you were doing it. And I think Hazel was a little bit delusional. I think she should have taken the advice
just a little bit
of her friends, but I don't think she was completely in her own little world. I think some of that blame is on Berg, because he did kind of give her a little bit of mixed signals once.
Just a little.
Or twice. But same time, Hazel should have kept it moving. But Berg, you are...
Okay, let me just have to say this. Let's go from the top. Okay, so Berg, it's been said that he's messing around with a whole bunch of ladies. He's got a Pentagon and what have you, and all this kind of jazz. And you're like, okay, that's kind of ratchet, but do you? Then he's talking about airing out people's business. Aired out, I guess, before. This is why TT and him had a falling out, because he was airing out their business on a radio station, mind you. Apparently with Ray J and Tierra Marie. No one knew, I guess they were going out, something like that, and he aired their business out on the radio station, I believe. So anyways, he's done that, and then he's going for Hazel, and now he's going for TT, saying that they were doing some stuff, but says in the same breath, that's my friend. Well, Berg, with friends like you, who needs enemies?
For true.
Who needs enemies?
Honestly, how is it that is he was ready to throw everybody under the bus at every second. He walked out on stage, Ray J, let's talk about all the people you slept with. What? That's your friend.
You didn't have to, there's certain things you don't have to air out. And you aired out everybody's business. But, okay, so you're a little messy. You're a little messy. We'll let you run with that. But the way he tries to apologize, too.
He can't apologize to save his life.
Oh, okay, first of all, you should have just said, I'm sorry if I ever misled this girl. It wasn't what it was. I just, it wasn't right.
So, like, I'm sorry if she took it the wrong way, but when you, listen, word to the wise, if you ever are apologizing to someone for whatever, don't throw buts in there. It kind of just cancels out everything you said before.
Just say sorry.
I'm sorry for hurting you, but you're kind of stupid for believing me. That's what you said. That's basically.
So you really, you
didn't apologize.
You shouldn't have apologized. You should have just said, I did what I did and I did it anyways. That would have been more sincere than, I'm sorry, but you're dumb. So I mean, that was a whole mess in itself. So, I just think Bird's a little messy.
It's a lot of messy. I don't ever want to be his friend, ever.
I just think the things that, and I don't think it's because you're young. I just think it is, you are who you are, and it has nothing to do with age. You are who you are. So, I mean, that's him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you love him or hate him, that's who he is, and you know who you're dealing with. So.
Well, he's not on the show anymore because of
Oh.
the incident with his love. That's what he called her. This is my love.
You went right in there.
Well, I'm just gonna call it for what it is. The man looks hella shady, acted hella shady, threw all his friends under the bus. If I met Berg, I wouldn't touch him. He just gives off that I'm about like that criminally vibe, just like Molly Mall.
Ooh.
So I mean, overall, I'm really sad that what went down went down because
Now,
you know it's unfortunate, but
if you guys don't know what went down, apparently, allegedly, they said that he, I guess, got into a scuffle or a fight, physical fight with his girlfriend, Mystica, and they have now released him from the show, aka fired him. He's no longer with the show.
Yeah.
And you probably watched the reunion. You see all these advertisement or disclaimer saying that you know this is the case. We've released him. We don't condone violence.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody's now very quick now. If you commit domestic violence or any type of violence, they're gonna fire you really quick. So people just know that.
Yeah.
So if you're in the public eye and you're hitting your woman, hitting whoever, they're gonna fire you really quick.
And as they should.
Yeah.
As they should.
You know.
So, you know.
They're not putting up with that. So they did fire him. They did let him go. But it is unfortunate because, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna miss him. Sorry.
I just think that, you know, honestly, you went through all this kind of drama. You went through all this drama. You guys are finally together, and the relationship isn't as it should be. And for you to put your hands on this woman, jump up, I don't know what you had to do to hit her in the face, what you did, but apparently, you know, to go through that. And the thing is, too, on that note, is this woman also was after everybody. She cussed out Hazel about this is my man and blah, 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 and, you know, you're delusional. And come around that he did something shady to her. So this man wasn't even on point to begin with. And there was no need to go jabbing at Hazel anyways. So, you know, I'm going to leave it like that. God bless. Do your own thing. Get some help.
To be honest, though, Hazel kept it really... She kept it together.
Yeah.
She kept it together for the most part.
Yep.
During the show. I mean, there was that moment, I think she kind of got in her feelings a little bit.
Just a little bit.
With the whole, you know, Tierra Marie thing. Because I think she really wants that friendship to work out. So, I mean, I feel for Hazel.
I really do. I think Hazel is probably the only one. There's other people, but in that circle of her friends, her close friends, who she thought her close friends was, I think she's the only one who really values friendship.
Yes.
Because really, the way Mystica carried on, the way they were friends, you would think, come on now. And then Mystica's like, we were never friends. What do you call friendship? What is friendship to these people? Because obviously you are on set, like Nikki was saying, you're filming together. Obviously you guys have some kind of relationship. How can you say you guys weren't friends?
Yeah.
Now looking at it, you probably weren't really friends in your eye. But, you know, you guys obviously had some kind of friendship.
Yeah. To be, like, none of these people are friends with each other. Like, everybody's sleeping with everybody. Everybody slept with everybody.
Apparently.
Everybody been doing something, you know, some way, somehow with everybody. And everybody has dirt on everybody else. And is so quick to share.
Too quick to share.
So quick. Like.
Too quick.
Does no one know what a secret is anymore? Like.
The thing is, too, like, they're in the entertainment business as well. So my thing is, you're going to have to work with these people. It's all about business. You say it's about business and you want to work with people. You're going to want to work with the person you had sex with and you're not talking to anymore. I mean, some things you should never just touch. Some things are like, this is business and business alone. I'm not going that route with you.
Yes. And, like, in all honesty, Berg was throwing Tierra Marie under the bus with the whole...
We do have to talk about that because... Well, I'm going to just jump right into it because Berg is saying that Tierra Marie gave him head and gave him head in the alley, which makes her look really dirty. And
makes the whole situation look questionable.
The whole situation looks questionable because he's like, yeah, she gave me head. And it's like, I don't want to throw her underneath the bus or anything. She does it and she does it well. Berg,
You just threw her underneath the bus. Like,
you.
and then on top of that, Tia Marie avidly denied.
I don't
claims.
believe Berg either. I don't believe him either.
And a part of me was just like, oh. I mean, she admitted that she kissed him.
Yep.
And that is unfortunate in and of itself.
It is.
But, I mean, I'm a little skeptical about everything else because, as you know, Mystica was all up in there being like, I go through my man's phone and I saw this, but I don't have a problem with you. I'm sorry, what?
Your man just got head from another woman, and you're saying, I don't have a problem with you.
And this wasn't like in 1942. I'm guessing this happened recently
yes.
because Princess, actually, if you paid attention,
Yep.
called out that situation at the beginning
Yes,
of
she
this
did.
reunion part 1.
Yep.
She was saying, oh, where were you? Who were you choking on?
Yes.
You know, in an alley. So Princess, how does Princess know? But Princess knows.
Yes.
I'm guessing Berg told Ray J. Jesus. Anyway, so
I just have to say, I really don't believe the whole situation. It just doesn't seem believable because if your man, okay, is getting it for somebody else, and you go through the phone and find this, your chick is over there, and you don't have no problem with her, but you're gonna have problems with the girl that is in a make-believe relationship with your man. How is that possible, people?
it don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense at all.
So we have come to the conclusion.
It never happened.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
We're just gonna call it what it is.
It's called like just flat out gossip, lies, and accusation. But
if it did happen,
oh
Tia,
Lord of me,
and
mercy.
this is a big if because, like I said, we don't think it happened.
We are backing you, TT. We are backing you.
But if it happened, Tia Marie, I don't know if I can look at you this time.
I really don't know because I'm going all out and saying it never took place because come on. I mean, she was like, this man's trying to wine and dine me, but I'm not into it. It's all about the music. I said, good for you, Tierra.
Yeah, man.
Keep it pushing. And then come to find out, I was really thrown off when she said she kissed him because I was like, really?
Kiss him when?
Yeah, like why? But anyways, it happened. But the whole thing about giving head and Mystica's going through the phone and she's like, yeah, it did happen. I'm like, what? You fraudulent anyways. You fraudulent, I have to say, you fraudulent all the way. You don't know how to keep a friend at all. You're best off to be a friend with a man. And that's the God honest truth. Don't have no female friends, Mystica. No female friends for you.
Yeah, well, that was a hot mess. But Tia Marie, like, we believe you.
We are backing you.
Don't disappoint us.
Please don't let it happen.
If this really did happen, take it to your grave. Just take it to your grave.
Take it to your grave. Don't ever come out. Don't come out and say you did it.
So, moving on to the next topic. So, Nikki.
Oh, God.
Mystica.
Yes,
and
sir.
Michelle.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. So my thing is, I really was a little confused by this reunion because unlike with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, they had a lot of extra people that they did bring. They had, Sincere.
Yes.
They had, what's her name? Nicole Fizzes? Amanda?
We can't remember because she's not that important.
Amanda. They had Omarion's mom. They had a
Miss
lot
Leslie.
Yes, they had a lot of extra people that you saw throughout the season come back for the reunion that weren't part of the main cast. And
Yazzie. Yes, the radio host.
oh yes. I like her.
Yes, I like her too.
But they had
She's extra.
Yeah,
It's extra.
And I mean, it wasn't necessary. And I think above all, Mama Michelle was not necessary. Mama Michelle, and this is just a reunion observation, she added nothing to the reunion except a whole lot of talk. Ooh. I found it hard to hear what everybody else was trying to say because she was picking a fight with Mystica. And I understand, she's a mother, she's defending her daughter,
yes.
she's defensive. But she was that was all she did the entire time she was there was talk and call Mystica a bitch and tell her, whatever, and challenge her to a challenge that I would never want to see. So,
okay, we're gonna talk about that. The naked challenge that Michelle threw down the gauntlet and said,
You take off your clothes, I take off my clothes, and we'll see. I'm like, be happy. I would give you a run for my money. I would be running, certainly.
This was, I'm sure, was trending. It was trending somewhere, and I'm sure it was a big topic at the office. Was this part one? Because I have to watch the episode several times to see if I was hearing correctly. And it's not because Michelle, I believe Michelle is a beautiful woman. She is, but I was just shocked that a mama was going to throw down that challenge and say, you get naked, I get naked, and I'll give you the run for it. And she was like so adamant. She was so passionate about that. And I was like, is this really taking place? Is this really I had to watch the episode like 3 times to make sure I was hearing correctly. And the only logic I can think of is because she's a businesswoman. This is in my head is what I'm telling myself. She's a businesswoman, and she wants to like maybe get Nikki on the cover for Playboy and have Playboy. I know I'm going out on a limb here, people. I'm trying to craft up something because I can't see why a mama would challenge anybody. A mama, and it doesn't have to be, it's anybody's mama challenging anybody for a naked competition. So in my head I'm saying she's a businesswoman too, come on, and she wants Playboy to call and maybe offer Nikki a spread in Playboy. I don't know. I'm just saying, but it was bizarre.
Either way, I just felt like she wasn't necessary. And I know that's a harsh thing to say, but a little part of me was agreeing with Miss Dika where she was just like, why are you here? Because I didn't understand why she was there. Like, I get it. That is Nikki's best friend, mother, and defender, I guess. But I just don't understand why she just kept on talking and cussing out people. And I didn't know.
It got wild. Like, it got wild and crazy. It was like literally. That's why she was passionate.
Yeah.
She was so passionate
about. I get it. That's her daughter, but no one could talk.
No one could talk. I really think that it was too much. She was too, as any mother would be when you're coming after their child. She was just too in it.
Living life in a fog, 'cause it ain't hard for me to be in the stress. Wanna give it my best, but my heart can't attest. Music is the love of my life.